बाबा कहते हो यही बच्चे मेरे ताज तुम्ही, नैन के नूर लाड लो मेरी आवाज तुम्ही, मेरी दुनिया में तेरे दम से उजाला है, तुम्हारे साथ का अनुभव बड़ा निराला है।
तो बाबा ने जो विल किया उसमें मुझे जहाँ तक याद है कि हम 8 के नाम पर विल किया। उसमें हम 3 की 4 माताएं हैं, 4 कन्याएं हैं, टोटल 8 है। लेकिन पक्के नाम नहीं आते, लेकिन उसमें माताओं में दीदी, रुक्मणी। बाबा की ये विशेषता थी, पता नहीं क्यों बाबा लौकिक कोई का नाम नहीं, निर्मशाता का नाम हो वगैरह, बिरजंद्रा का नाम हो, किसी का भी नहीं। जबकि उस टाइम में तो ये सब ज्ञान में आ गए थे, माने ये ज्ञान में है, लेकिन बाबा ने कोई भाऊ का नाम किसी का भी नहीं। लौकिक में दीदी, रुक्मणी अर्जुन की माँ, और तीसरी रूप जो आजकल बॉम्बे में है, और चौथी एक महेंद्र कहते थी। तो समझो 3 ने तो शरीर छोड़ा, और माताओं में सिर्फ एक रूप बनती है जो मम्मा की लौकिक में मामी कही जाती, वो बॉम्बे में है। आज भी उनको इतनी लगन है, बाबा कहो वो यूं आंसू बहाएंगी, उनकी आज भी लगन है, पर रहती थे। और 4 हम कन्याएं थे। मम्मा मेरा नाम है, पर 4 है या और भी मुझे पक्का याद नहीं है। मम्मा और मेरा नाम तो है, पीछे तीसरा शांतामणि नाम है या किसका है वो मुझे पूरा, और वो 8 नाम मिलते नहीं है। हम भी कई बार पूछा है पर मिलते नहीं है। लेकिन एक मम्मा का नाम है, एक मेरा नाम है, तीसरा शायद शांतामणि नाम है या मिठू नाम है, पता नहीं, वो मुझे भी नहीं आता। नहीं चंद्रमणि जाती थी, चंद्र हाँ पर आती थी, पर विल में नाम नहीं है चंद्रमणि का। हाँ यहाँ 6 नाम आता मुझे पूरा। उसी दिन हमने बहुत कहा भाई कोई विल का नाम निकले, लेकिन कोई राइटिंग में वो विल की कॉपी नहीं मिल रही। होंगी कहाँ, जरूर होंगी, कहाँ भाव के पास पूछताछ किया अभी तक मुझे मिल नहीं रही, पर होंगी जरूर, कहाँ न कहाँ होंगी रिकॉर्ड में, लेकिन मिल नहीं रही। लेकिन हमें याद है कि इतने विल बाबा ने कराया। जसोदा मना आपकी लौकिक माँ, आप और आपके लौकिक भाई, ये बेटा सबकी साइन की थी बाबा के। उस टाइम में मकान थे, ये थे, वो सब उस विल में लिखे सुना। तो ये सभी ऐसी बाबा की कहानियां सुनी तो समझा बाबा ने क्यों चुना। कभी नहीं, रोना नहीं, धोना नहीं, चोरी नहीं, झूठ नहीं, गुस्सा नहीं, लड़ना नहीं, झगड़ना नहीं, लोभ नहीं, लालच नहीं, मस्ती नहीं, ये कुछ भी नहीं था। इसलिए बाबा का बहुत प्यार, छोटेपन से ही प्यार। कभी तो बहुत मस्ती करते, बोला जाता है कभी हमने बाबा की डांट खाई हो कि ऐसी बेटी क्यों, कभी ऐसे करते ही नहीं थे जो बाबा कुछ बोले। तो बाबा का बहुत प्यार रहता था। तो आप लोग भी ऐसे गुणवान बनेंगे तो बाबा का बहुत प्यार।
कुर्बान आप पे बाबा ये दिल जान है, जान नहीं कुर्बान बच्चों, करना तुम्हें जहान है। प्यार भरी इन शिक्षाओं से, प्यार भरी इन शिक्षाओं से, सबके दिल को जीते हैं मीठे बच्चे।
Om Shanti. Be a jewel of contentment. Always remain content and make everyone content. Remain content with yourself, service, and relationships. At the present time, there is a lot of tension and distress, and because of this, discontentment is increasing. At such a time, all of you jewels of contentment, with the light of your contentment, also need to make others content. First of all, remain content with yourself, then remain content with service, and then with your relationships, for only then will you be called a jewel of contentment. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. So today's day 1, December 1. We'll be starting our new series. Be a jewel of contentment. Always remain content and make everyone content. Today's topic: remain content with yourself, service, and relationships. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Baba's blessing to us is that we all are jewels of contentment. It was so interesting yesterday when Baba said making effort or using blessing. And today I had been thinking that I am making efforts of using blessing. Right? We are still making efforts, right? But to remind ourselves there is a blessing. So think on based on the blessing, speak based on blessings, actions based on blessings, use blessings. One is making efforts, other is efforts of using the blessing. Because sometimes you think, oh, I have blessing. Baba loves me. Baba loves everyone. But still, if we are at confluence age and we have to become perfect, so what has to be done? So since morning I had been saying I'm making efforts of using blessings or be embodiment of that blessing which Baba has given us. So it's like efforts still continue, but the quality will change. And I think that we all have to pay more attention to the self, keep chart. Yes, we have contentment. It's not we don't have contentment. But we know that still we have to do some homework, some of the things on the self also. That transformation, very, very subtle, 100% pure attitude. There is many, many aspects which we'll still have to work on and make efforts for. Because as good quality efforts are, there will be contentment. So we will pay more attention from tomorrow and see to be the jewel of contentment and let that sparkle spread all over, and let others also see that light. Service and relationships, everything will definitely be improved and will be better. So Baba is saying, remain content with yourself, service, and relationships. At the present time, there is a lot of tension and distress. And because of this, discontentment is increasing. At such a time, all of you, jewels of contentment, with the light of your contentment, also need to make others content. First of all, remain content with yourself, and then remain content with service, and then with your relationships, for only then will you be called a jewel of contentment. I think trust is very important. That is why, like, we trust in God, right? More we trust, more courage, and that true feelings of love. There is love, but Brahma Baba had also love, care. Love is there, but care for everyone's feelings, for everyone's self-respect. So I think contentment, Baba has given title, so we have to accept that title. Baba is giving us this blessing of that we are jewels of contentment. Since this topic has started, my thinking has become completely different. Before, I always used to say, oh, I am always content. But then I realized content doesn't mean okay, it's all right, right? But comparative to the way it should be, is it all right? No, we have to do more for everything, either service or improving our relationships or even the self. Lot more has to be done. And it's not laboring, right? We shouldn't get like panicky about anything, but attention. And use more or more Baba's blessing. I like even in today's Murli when Baba said, what is our self-respect? So remain in self-respect. Even if we know we have to be very lovely, we have to be detached. But equivalent, right? To be detached is not good relationship, right? But to be lovely, but also be detached. With every soul, whether I know them or not, whether I live with them or not. But just my stage should be detached from what? Body consciousness. As Baba made the will, but not put any name of any Lokik relationship in the will. But all were those who came to Baba, those who were moving forward, those who were good in making efforts. So Baba chose those names to put in his will for all the properties. That he was saying even one of them is not in Yagya, is in Bombay at that time when Dadi is sharing her experience. But she had lot of love for Baba. Because of their part, or sometimes they don't feel they could stay together. Many left, but they still had a lot of love for Baba because they didn't have problem with Baba or their faith. But community living, is not easy for everyone because when you are living in big family, then we have to learn many things. And when we learn it, then it becomes easy. Otherwise, you cannot stay with many people. I remember that when I came to center, any center I stayed, we were always 12, 13, 15. Gradually, people go to different places, but we begin always with quite a big family. Because I like big family. I like many souls together. So living together, being together in good relationships. In golden age, when we think of golden age, what is very good in is relationships, right? Is the biggest subject. And that all depends on my contentment. So we will continue, have more churning, look at ourselves, and see how we can, for this month, spread the light of contentment. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, dear Mohini Didi.
Hello, brother. Hello.
It's not Saturday, it's Sunday, but I switched.
Yeah.
So the Mohini Didi, today I have a very special little bouquet for you. It's very special because it's snowing now and it's been very cold the last few weeks. But to show you what we can do with love, these beautiful flowers, I just picked them up from outside in Baba's garden.
Really?
Yeah, it's incredible they're still blooming. And I have to say, it's not my love. It's Brother Tyagaraja. He's our gardener. And every day in the summer, he's on Avyakti Parivar right now. He's there every day listening to Avyakti Parivar. And every day he looks after the garden with so much love the whole summer. The neighbors love him. They come and chat with him. So I think this is the fruit of love. After the whole summer, they're very fresh. They're not, they're very beautiful.
Very
and it's
beautiful.
snowing. So
Wow.
I think these are the flowers of contentment that will last the whole month and that can show the resilience of the heart. Even when it's cold, they still bloom like if it was summer. So especially for you from Baba's Garden in Montreal, from Tyagaraja's heart and love.
It's really the proof of love.
It is. It is. I was so surprised to see them.
Yeah. Very good. I appreciate. You have to tell him thanks.
I'm sure he's listening. He knows you're feeling that. And I had one tiny flower, but not fresh enough, but it's my jasmine are blooming now. So from next week, jasmines will be back on the menu. So I was thinking it's a bit connected to contentment because recently I was in ORC and Asha Didi was talking about self-love, having love for the self. And to be honest with you, I was thinking, do I relate to that concept of having self-love? And I was wondering, what do you think of self-love? And maybe we can connect it with contentment. Do we need to be contented with the self first, then we can love ourselves? Or do we love ourselves first and then we're contented with ourselves?
When Baba became aware, Didi Mohini invited, we were 12 kanyas, kind of mature, and Dadi Prakashmani, because Baba became aware, and she said, now more of you have to come, be in Madhuban and help me. And So first question, so Didi Mohini used to take our class, and first question she asked us, what is your two specialties? And we were very shy because why will I talk about my specialties? Generally, it is someone else who will mention to you. She says, very, very important to know what is special in you, because this is how you can love yourself and you will respect yourself. Not only that, but you will feel contented because you will use those both qualities. So it was not easy because what to say, what is special in me. And so I said, Didi, maybe we tell each other what is special in you might be easier than thinking for the self. She said, no, each one of you have to think. And I don't remember exactly what two qualities I said, but it's like sometimes I feel why Baba chose us, and whatever is, each one of us, Baba's drishti went on us, and Baba chose us to be instrument, right? As all you were young too, right? When you came in Gyan, we all were like, I was first started 11, 13, 15, and then finally was 16. And like Baba was, kind of start saying many things and keep saying, you can do this, you can do this, you can do that. But also what I used to find that if I, when I give a talk, 10 minutes or 20 minutes or even for a half an hour, and I gave talks at different places, even when I was young. And people, centers used to invite, good groups of people will invite for the talk. And there was something people loved about that. Either they experienced it, there was something that they will again invite. And I had to wonder and say, what do they like when I talk? But I think it must be the feelings, it must be, one is called lecture, other is called talk. A lot of people give lectures, so they memorize it, points, but when you talk, you are talking to self and you are talking to others. But also so many things Baba will say, child, you could go do it. And I didn't have that much confidence, and I didn't feel that I am the only one. There are many who can do. But after some time, I realized that when Baba is saying, I must do, it does a lot of service. So what I'm saying is that if you know your specialty, and then again, why Baba loves you, why Baba loves me so much, then the love emerges also for the self. And I think it is very important to love yourself, because then you will be able to love others also.
How do you relate yourself to that self-love? Do you cultivate it? Do you think about it sometimes? Or I'm sure you don't tell yourself every day, oh, I love myself, right?
No, not love, but you look at your abilities, you look at, I think basically it is heart, in the sense of your kindness, your gentleness, from your heart, there are many qualities you start experiencing. And that is where I think heart speaks out about love for the self. How do I develop? It's just looking at your own, what your Baba makes you do and your abilities to do. Because as much you love yourself, that much self-respect will remain. And self-respect is very important. That is where you are unshaken. You are not, never will fluctuate. But if there is less self-respect, then people's opinion, people's ideas, this one said, then your stage keeps fluctuating. But one who has self-respect could listen to everything, right? And still remain very stable.
So listening to Daddy G, showing how she didn't lie, she wasn't angry, she never did anything mischievous. I thought, well, if I could say the same thing for me, maybe I would love myself a little bit more. So it's easier, when you have such a life than she had. What if someone finds it a little bit difficult to accept the specialities, or if they feel that maybe they don't have that much specialities? How can they grow that respect for themselves and love for themselves?
But Baba loves them, right? Do they feel Baba's love? So if Baba love me, I love myself. Many times I used to say, oh, Baba, trust me. Why don't I trust myself? And it helped me. Baba, trust me. So why don't I trust myself? I didn't have that much self-trust for doing everything. But Baba is trusting me, or Dadi is trusting me. Why can't I trust myself? Same is that Dadi loves me. Why can't I love myself? You felt Dadi's love, right?
Yes, definitely.
So
But
then,
she was loving everyone, so I was
no,
just there at the right time.
no. Still you feel much more, no? In the sense of it's more special. It's
But
saying
sometimes,
these are little subtle subjects, and we are so carried into what happens in our present times and situations. But sometimes it's to be very away from all those things and look at yourself. Just be alone with your own self and see what you think about your own self. Even
could it be a form of karmic account if somebody doesn't develop that self-love easily? Is it because of maybe their own guilt or past mistakes or difficulty to overcome karmic account with themselves?
you know, okay, few mistakes happen everyone's life, but this habit of feeling guilty, ask Baba for forgiveness and let go. Baba, yes, it happened. Baba will also say drama, move forward. But some don't. Some don't want to move forward. They hold that and they don't let it go. Otherwise, it should be that drama is over. Baba, forgiveness Baba gave, and then move forward. No. So when we move forward, I think it's very easy to develop that self-respect.
You use the word self-respect, and when I was thinking of having love for the self, I know I was resisting a little bit. I don't know why, but I was thinking, is Baba using that expression regularly? I don't remember in the Murli a lot of time Baba saying you should have love for yourself. You should have, he uses self-respect. You should have great respect, self-esteem. But I don't remember so often hearing Baba mentioning about self-love.
No, not much, yeah. But then Baba loves each one. And yesterday when Baba started speaking only, he said Baba is looking at perfect like him children. The first line.
Right.
And I was surprised, that means he always looks at us like him and in our perfect stage. So maybe this is what we need to do more and more for one's own self and for others, to look at my own self in my stage of perfection, maybe early morning, Amrit Vela. So that can definitely, yeah, but Baba doesn't talk much of self-love, but Baba talks of his love, definitely.
So do you think maybe we should work on that thinking of contentment as well, that there's a connection between, Baba always says 3 certificates with contentment. But the first one is from the self. And can I give myself the certificate of contentment if there isn't that kind of self-love?
Yeah. I think we all have to think to give. One thing with Dadi Prakashmani, I find as if she was always like into that high stage, like very light, flying, lot of enthusiasm. And so her personality was such that, so I always look at Dadiji and always say that how she carried out God's task as a responsible right hand. Because each one of us been given responsibility. And when I'm in Madhuban also, I remember Dadi Prakashmani's and immediately say she was very light, she was very easy, she was very natural and very active, very loving, and I keep thinking of her qualities and say, oh, I have also to imbibe them and I have also to be like her. So I think this way again, I don't know if I can give myself certificate of contentment. Before I used to say it, but
Right.
now since yesterday I'm thinking differently. And I am saying, oh, I still have to be more complete. I still have to be more quality, better quality. Because contentment also is content in you. That means what is our all quality of self-respect, quality of love, everything. So I have to just check out again before
Well, we
before
have the
I,
whole month. We have the whole month to
yeah,
play with
right.
reflection, but also practice. And I'm sure we're going to discover new experiences from you during the month.
Yeah, that's what I am. Yeah, as I said, making effort to use the blessings. Right?
So it could be connected to a question someone was asking. There was a slogan, I think Baba was saying, if you become very intense in your efforts, then from your vibrations, the Maya of others will quickly run away. So is this what we're going to do? We're going to make intense efforts and everyone's Maya will run away?
Well, we have
I'm
to
not
try.
asking you to give us a promise.
No,
Just
I
let's see.
think we all should experiment that, and
Yes.
maybe we can share this month. Experiment with your powerful stage, and if Maya runs away, others will tell you, no.
But is it your experience that sometimes your own personal transformation, your own efforts
Yeah.
help Maya to run away from others?
No, because if others have some influence or they not very happy, they don't have enthusiasm, and when they come and they get everything, feel very light, feel very happy, I think that definitely happens. A lot of love, and that happens, I know. So whether that is the form of Maya we are seeing, or if people are upset about something, the way you talk to them, then they calm down, and many have a lot of realizations, and they say, oh, I shouldn't have thought that way when I come to Baba's home, or I shouldn't do this. I think it definitely helps. Mm-hmm.
We're going to experiment for the month. So these are the flowers of contentment blooming in the snow. What about tollies? Are tollies also blooming in the snow in New York?
Bhumi Ben brought 2 trolleys, one of apricot and one is 2 nice trolleys from Peace Village. She wants me to hold in her.
Very
So,
nice. Thank you.
nice trolley.
Like a
And
big one. It's good. We like big tolis.
Sometimes people wrap tolis nicely. When you open, it's very little inside.
Acha.
So I always tell them that all the expenses have gone into wrappers. Why don't you make bigger toli? Maybe wrap in a simple paper.
Mm.
Some places, the size of toli is very small, but they are beautifully decorated. And so anyway, nice to talk
So,
to
you know what
you.
reminds me, these flowers blooming in the snow, this one of my favorite line in a song. There's a beautiful song, a Lukic song, but it says, when I'm with you, a rose will bloom in the snow. And I always ask, one day I asked Denzel, Canadian singer, if he could sing that song. So he recorded it on his CD. And it's so beautiful because he sings it to Baba. And he says to Baba, if I'm with you, a rose will bloom in the snow. So this is my gift to you, that when we're in your company, with Baba's company, flowers keep blooming even in Canadian snow.
Thank you. Thank you for all good wishes. Yeah. Thank you.
Hey, Om Shanti Mohini Didi. Good
Om
night,
Shanti.
everyone.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you very much. It was a good start with new topic, contentment, right? So now let's, tomorrow is Monday and Amritvela, 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. We'll connect to Double Foreigners Madhavan online program. There will be a conversation by Sister Morni and Sister Gopi. So, revealing Baba through maintaining faith in the family. That will be the topic. And then in the evening, we'll have 5 to 5:15 p.m. Avikti Children Mali class. 6 o'clock Bhatti will start, followed by Hindi series, English series, and chit chat. Now let's remember Baba and take drishti from Didi.
हमें प्यार मिला ओ बाबा, पाई है सारी खुशियाँ। हमें प्यार मिला ओ बाबा, पाई है सारी खुशियाँ। जिंदगी खुशहाल हुई है, बाकी तेरा दुला। जिंदगी खुशहाल हुई है, बाकी तेरा दुला। हमें प्यार मिला ओ बाबा। खुशहाल हुई है पाके तेरा दुला हमें प्यार मिला ओ बाबा मीठी तेरी यादें बाबा मीठी तेरी बातें मीठी तेरी मुरली बाबा मीठी मुलाकातें जीवन मेरा सजाया है जो चाहा वो पाया है पार गगन के रहने वाला पास मेरे अब आया है पाना था जो पा लिया है कैसे करूं आभार जिंदगी खुशहाल हुई है पाके तेरा दुला हमें प्यार मिला ओ बाबा राहों में तेरी बाबा हम तो हर पल चलते रहते हैं राहों में तेरी बाबा हम तो हर पल चलते रहते हैं तेरी पालना में बाबा हम तो पलते रहते हैं महका महका मन का चमन गुलशन में आई बहार जिंदगी खुशहाल हुई है पाके तेरा दुला हमें प्यार मिला ओ बाबा आई है सारी खुशियाँ
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.